show.
Oh, we're gonna do it right now. We're gonna do it now.
We're
So
going to do it right now.
right now, brother, we're gonna do this right now. You and I, we finna do this right now. So like that's why I put all the money up on the books. So, we can take care of this and do it correctly and do it right. And we here. We gonna do this on Real World Podcast right here, right now, this morning. Okay. All right. Real World Podcast family. I just want you guys to know I'm doing a special show today, and this is a case that I'm tackling out of right here in Detroit and Grosse Pointe, Michigan, dealing with the death of Jane Bashara. To those of you who don't know who Jane Bashara is, Jane Bashara was killed by the man that's on the phone, Joe Gentz, whose her husband, Bob Bashara, pulled a gun on this man and had this man to kill his wife. Now, Joe Gentz, I have you on the
Yes,
phone.
sir.
I reached out to you, and this is going to be the first time that you tell your story raw and uncut, uncensored, and we're gonna talk to the people, and we're gonna get your side of the story out here, Mr. Gantz. Now, Mr. Gantz,
Yes,
I,
sir.
I want you to think back. Okay, we in on January the 25th, 2012.
Yes,
You
sir.
you murdered by hand Miss Jane Bashara, the wife of Bob Bashara. Could you please go into detail and tell us how did you get at the home where all this took place to get put in this predicament? Could you give us that information, sir?
Yes, I walked over there to the house. Bob Bashara was there.
Mm-hmm.
He let me in his house,
Mm-hmm.
go through the garage, and we were supposed to move boxes
Mm-hmm.
because Jane Bashara told me to move some boxes for Bob Bashara.
Mm-hmm.
So turn around, Bob goes. They got in an argument. Jane Bashara and Bob Bashara got in an argument,
Mm-hmm.
and the argument took place,
Mm-hmm.
and they were cussing at each other and everything else. And then Bob told me to shut her up. He pulled a gun out, and she goes, Jane Bashara goes, "What the hell are you doing with a gun, Bob?"
Mm-hmm.
And Bob says, "Shut her up, shut her up, shut her up. Otherwise, I'm going to shoot you right now." And all I heard was click, click.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when I shut her up. And her last words were, "You're an asshole, Bob."
You're an asshole, Bob. Now, when he told you to shut her up, and you shut her up, could you explain to the audience in full detail what is it that you did to shut her up?
Well, I put her, I stepped on her neck.
You stepped on her neck.
Yep.
Okay, give me detail. Go into detail as you were stepping on. You did you put your arms or hand around her neck, or you stepped on her neck with your foot?
I stepped on her neck.
Okay. What size shoe do you wear, sir? I'm curious. What size shoe you wear?
Huh?
What size shoe do
I
you?
didn't hear that.
I said, what size shoe do you wear?
I wear a size 14.
Size 14 shoe. Oh, wow.
16, actually 16.
Actually 16. Okay. Now as you had your foot on her neck, what was her husband doing the whole time while you
Her
was
husband had the gun pointed at me the whole time and says, "You're going to take care of this.
Okay.
You're going to take care of this right now.
Okay.
Otherwise, you will." And he told me you will be followed. So him and I, after she was dead, we loaded up her body and put it in a vehicle.
Right. Now let me ask you this one question. How did you know that she was dead, all the way dead, as you stepped on her neck with your foot? How did you know that she was dead?
Because she wasn't moving no more.
She wasn't.
I mean, she wasn't moving at the beginning, but she wasn't making no sounds or nothing.
Okay. Now,
And Bob Bashara, and before we loaded up in her body, Bob Bashara walked over to her and says, "I'm sorry, baby, I didn't mean to kill you."
so he said, "I'm sorry, baby, I didn't mean to kill you." That was his.
That's it.
That's it. Okay. Now, so did he help you load the body of his dead wife, or you did this on your own? Because you're a pretty big man, you're a muscular guy. Did you pick her up on your own, or he helped you load her up?
He helped me.
Okay.
He helped me load up the body in the vehicle.
He helped you load the body in the vehicle. Now, this is another thing that I have to ask you, okay? Because, this is, like I said, we are a real world podcast. So, we don't sugarcoat anything around here. And we don't step around and walk around anything. We go straight to the point. Now, when you loaded her body up in her Mercedes-Benz SUV, because that's what it was, a Mercedes-Benz SUV, after you loaded the body, and after you loaded her body into the Mercedes-Benz SUV, and you was driving around with this body, someone was following you, right?
That's right. Someone was following me, yes.
Okay. Now,
I don't know who was following me or anything, but I was followed. I lost whoever was following me, then I just dropped because Bob Bashara had the key to my apartment.
Right.
So he says, "I will make sure you're dead." He already threatened me.
Right.
So I didn't even go back to my apartment.
Wow. Okay. So now after you dumped the body, the body was in the back seat of the Mercedes-Benz SUV. Am I right or wrong? It was in the back seat, not the trunk.
It was in what? Her body was in the back seat.
Okay. Now, so you riding around, you basically drive, I want to say it was a good 5 to 6 miles from her home to Detroit to dump the body. Now, after you dumped the body, you got out of the car and how did you get back to where you got to?
I took a bus.
Okay,
I took a bus. I got out of there because I knew Bob Bashir wanted me dead.
Okay, so
you couldn't keep my mouth shut.
To keep your mouth shut. Now let me ask you a question, because now there was rumors. Okay, because Bob Bashir, he was into a lot of the S&M and the bondage type things, and it was quoted that you were his lover. Is that true?
No, I was not his lover.
You was not his lover. Were you
No.
Were you a part of that S&M world with the bondage and stuff? Were you a part of that?
No, I was not in part of that S&M world at all.
At all, okay. Because like I said, the media throw shit together, so that's why that's why I come back and ask, you know what I'm saying, and give it to the people the proper way, you know what I'm saying, your side of the truth, because the media, I know how dirty the media is, because I had a run in many years ago with the media, and they told me if I didn't give them a story, they would just make one up. So the media is known for doing that. So, okay.
Right.
Okay. Now, you're sitting at home. What happens? How did you get the police you get on the police radar? How did that even happen?
Bob Bashir told the police department that night on the 24th that his wife was missing.
Mm-hmm.
He called the police department himself, Grosse Pointe Police Department himself, and told him the person of interest is Mr. Gentz. Go look at him. This is where he lives.
Right.
You have 1 minute remaining.
I got 1 minute remaining. I'll call you right back.
Okay, you do that. Hang up my call right back, sir. I'll be right here.
All right.
All right.
All right.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, what I'm doing is I'm trying something new with my podcast. I said, I'm going to do a live interview over the air with you guys and let you guys interact and see what's going on and how I do these interviews. At any point in time, if anybody have a question that they want to put in that box in the comment section, by all means, please do so. Ask whatever question you want to ask, and because this is a case here in Detroit, and my whole show is not about bashing dumbass St. John. So I'm just putting this interview together today before I edit it up and put it on my podcast for iTunes. No problem. Okay, hold on. Let's get him back on the phone. Hello.
Hello, this is a prepaid call from
Joe.
an inmate at the Michigan Department of Corrections, Muskegon Correctional Facility. If you feel you are being victimized or extorted by this prisoner, please contact GTL Customer Service at 855-466-2832.
To accept this call, press 0. To refuse, your current balance is $16.08. This call is from a correction facility and is subject to monitoring and recording.
Thank you for using GTL.
Mr. Gentz, are you back with us, sir?
I'm back with you. Yes, I am.
Okay, good. Okay, so now you say, he made the police report about 11:30 on the 24th of was it the 24th or 25th of January?
That's correct.
Okay, and that's how you got on the radar. Now, how did the police come to see you? You know what I'm saying? How did what made when they got to you? What was said?
Well, the thing is, the Grosse Pointe Police Department came to my door because I had to go to my apartment to go pick up my suit. So I had another court date for my daughter. So I was in there shaving and everything, and they came knocking on my door. And that was on the I don't remember what day that was. But anyways, they came to my door. And they says, well, can you talk to us about Jane Bashara? And I'm like, yeah, okay. I need a lawyer present, please. I'm going to go talk to my lawyer.
Okay.
They said, no, you don't need one.
Mistake number one. Okay, go ahead.
And when they came, I went to the police department. They were questioning me. They got my DNA because they took a swab for me. They got my DNA.
Right.
Turn around. They let me go. And let me see, where did I end up? I ended up hiding because Bashara was around. Because Bashara wanted me dead. He really wanted me dead.
Right. So now, so he wanted you dead. At any point, did he try to reach out and give you a call or reach out to you through anybody to try to get you to talk to him?
Oh yeah, he was looking for me through everywhere. St. Clair Shores, he looked for me everywhere. I know that for a fact because one of my friends called me up and says, Bashara is here at this restaurant looking for you. And I was already on the radar. Okay.
So explain to us what happened when the police came and picked you up, after they picked you up and arrested you. Well, hold on after you was questioned and everything, right?
Right.
Okay, there was a rumor that after you was released because they didn't have enough on you to hold you at that time, right?
Oh, they had enough. They had enough to hold me because I told them exactly what happened. I asked for a lawyer. They didn't give me one.
Okay. So they let you go.
So they didn't even read my Miranda rights.
Right. So
they let me go.
Okay. And as this was going on, they let you go. There was rumor that you had went to a restaurant with family and friends or whatever who, after you got out of jail, and they said that you were posing for pictures and you had your hand up as you were posing with your hands in the strangling motion. Is that true or false? This was on
that wasn't true at all.
Yeah, because that was on the media. That the media put that out there. See, that's what I'm saying.
That wasn't true at all.
Okay. So now the police let you go. Bam. They come. How long did it take them to come back and book you and arrest you?
A month. It took them a month to come and get me.
Okay. Within that month time, did the police contact you, try to talk to you, was talking to you on the phone through the whole situation or not?
Say what now?
I said,
repeat what you just said.
Was the police, within that month time that you were free, did the police try to contact you and reach out to you?
No.
Not at all. Okay, hold on. Let me grab something real quick, Mr. Gantz. Hold on. I'm gonna put you on hold for a second. I gotta grab something. Hold on. Tape is rolling, so just hold on.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh wait, okay. Here we go. Had to get a beverage. Okay, I'm back. Mr. Gantz. So they didn't try to contact you at all within that 1 month time at all. So they didn't try to contact you or anything. So they come back and they book you. They arrest you. What charges did they arrest you on?
They arrested me for first-degree murder.
First-degree murder. Okay. Now, as you were talking with the police detectives in Grosse Pointe in Detroit, did they make you any type of offer of a plea deal or anything?
Yeah, they told me. Yes, they did. They said we got you, Mr. Gentz. Don't worry about this. We got you covered. They were going to give me five to whatever years. They promised me they were going to take care of my safety. They didn't do that. I got that in black and white.
Mm-hmm.
And my paperwork. And the only thing I don't have is what the 5 years is all about, because that's what they said I was going to have.
5 years.
5 to 10. Yeah, that's it. They said they had my back. That was a detective from Grosse Pointe telling me this. But they said your safety will be number one.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm in public probation right now.
Okay. Now
they said, "Don't worry, don't worry. We're going to get your own room and everything." And they didn't do none of that. They didn't watch off my back. And then they said they're going to buy me my TV and give me secure packs. Okay. They didn't do any of it.
Okay. So you don't have a TV right now at all in your cell, is what you're saying? You no TV?
No.
Okay. Now, we're going to discuss all that in a second. We're going to get back on. Okay. So, first-degree murder, they offered you a plea deal of 5 years. Okay, and they
Well, it was 5 to 10. That's what we're agreed on. 5 to 10.
5 to 10, but you didn't have a extensive criminal history, so you would have did 5 and came home in 5 years. That because that's how Michigan worked. So I'm just flat saying 5 if you hadn't got in any trouble. Now, Mr. Gantz, you have been locked up since 2013. No, 2012. You've been locked up since 2012. Have anyone in the prison population behind this tried to attack you or cause any harm?
Yes, they have. Yes, they have. I got attacked at Bellamy Creek.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting threats here, but I am not worried about that.
Okay.
I mean, I am worried about it because there's people saying that Bashara, I'm going to take care of this. I'm going to go get his money.
So,
I mean, I got people right now out on the yard telling me this.
That they're gonna kill you or do bodily harm to you. That's what you got people in.
Yep.
Okay. Wow. So
I got jumped in Bellamy Creek. By 4 guys.
How bad did they jump you? Those 4 guys jump you?
It didn't give it. I mean, they rolled me out to where I'm at right now.
Right.
But I'm still in population.
Wow. And they still got you in general population. Okay, were you hurt in the altercation? Were you stabbed, cut, any bones broken?
No, I was not stabbed. Thank God.
Okay.
But they just beat me up a little bit. That's all.
They beat you up.
I got bruises.
Mm-hmm. But you're a pretty big man. You know what I'm saying? You're a solid, stocky guy. You didn't. I know you didn't just stand there. You fought back, didn't you?
No. Well, I can't fight on 4-on-1. There's no way you can do it.
Right. Yeah, but you could take one of them out though. You could, but
You're right.
Okay, but now back. Let's get more to it. Right now, you're in prison. Do you fear for your life through Mr. Bob
I feel for
Bashara?
my life every day.
Okay.
I feel for my life every day.
So, that you know of, allegedly, Mr. Bob Bashara still has a hit on your head from behind prison, and he's in prison as well.
That's correct. No, I do know I got one of his bunkies. It's in, what unit is he in? I think he's in 2. He told me that Bob Bashara wants you dead for sure because that's what he says all the time, and that's a guy. It was his bunkie at Oak Prison.
So pretty much, it's just safe to say that Bob Bashara is a dumb ass individual because he's still in prison, soliciting to get you killed from behind bars.
That's right. That's right.
And someone could possibly set his dumb ass up, and he can get more time than he has already.
That's correct.
Okay. How many? What he got? He has a life sentence. He's sentenced to life in prison. Am I right?
Yeah, he's got a life sentence.
Okay, so he's gonna die behind bars. So it really, to him, it doesn't matter. So I saw pictures of Bob Bashara recently, and it looked like he has got his ass whooped in prison. You know, and people talk in prison. So have you heard of anything of him getting beat up or assaulted in prison?
I have not. I heard that he got his stuff taken. People are ripping him off every day.
Right.
From when he gets stored or whatever, they're taking his stuff. That much I do know.
Okay.
That's what people are saying around here.
Right.
That's what his old bunkie said when the guy's in 2 Block. He came from Oaks. He said his stuff was ripped off all the time.
Wow. So it's basically he's going to have to pay somebody eventually for some type of protection in there, in so many words.
That's what I got. That's what I've been hearing.
Okay. Now,
that's the rumor on the street. I don't know how true that is. I got no idea.
Right. Now, okay, I have Detroit B 313 Finest. You're from Detroit, so I know that you're very familiar with this case, the Jane Bashara case, where her husband Bob Bashara had the handyman Joe Gentz to kill his wife. We have Joe Gentz on the phone with us right now. Okay, so Mr. Gentz.
Yes, sir.
Have any of the Bashara, like James, or any of her family, or any of them in prison with you, or friends and fam, or just friends, period, in prison from Jane Bashara that want to cause harm to you?
No, I have not heard of anything like that at all. No.
Okay, so let me ask you a question, because like I say, you are the killer and you was convicted of her murder, and so was her husband. Okay, her husband was sentenced to life for setting it up, and you were sentenced to 17 years because you did the actual killing, but you cooperated with the police, Grosse Pointe police, to get the life sentence because they wanted the husband. Now, Jane Bashara, what was she like? What was this lady like?
I have no idea. I as a person, I have no idea because I didn't really know her.
So
that was the first time seeing her, really.
So that's why it was easy for you to just put your foot on her neck and just choke her out. No, wow.
I didn't know her.
Okay, yeah, you didn't know her, so that's what I said. It was easy to do it, okay, because you really didn't know her. Now, I would say, me killing the motherfucker that you know, if you know him, it's more easier to kill a motherfucker that you know, especially if they done something to you. But I'm just looking at a woman that you didn't know. That would probably make it a little bit easier on your behalf to do it. But, I wouldn't. If he's clicking the gun now. You say he clicked the gun twice. Bang, bang. There was nothing in this gun. He was dry firing.
No, when he had the gun pointed, he cocked it back.
Oh, he cocked it back. Okay. He cocked the gun back.
He cocked the hammer back. Click, click. That's all I heard. And I knew that right then I was going to be a dead man.
Wow. So that day he was going to kill. If you didn't kill his
You have
wife,
1 minute
he was going
remaining.
to
I
kill
got
you.
1 minute remaining.
Okay. Don't worry. You can hang up and call back. I got money on the account for you to call back. So don't worry.
Okay, I'll be right back. I'll call you right back.
All right, brother. All right.
All right.
All right. For those of you that are called that are just coming in, I have Joe Gentz on the phone, right? He's the handyman to the husband, Bob Bashara. Bob Bashara paid this man. Well, he didn't pay him. He had him to kill his wife, and with the promise of buying him a Cadillac car and giving him $10,000 in cash. He never got the Cadillac car, and he never got the $10,000 in cash. What he has is an 18-year sentence in prison, and he's been getting his ass whooped. And they got him in general population. He's not, hid out in the he's not hid away. He's in public view. So like I said, I'm trying something new. I normally don't record my podcast live, but I said, hey, you know what? This morning, let me do something different with my podcast. Hello.
Hello, this is a prepaid call from
Joe.
an inmate at the Michigan Department of Corrections, Muskegon Correctional Facility. If you feel you are being victimized or extorted by this prisoner, please contact GTL Customer Service at 855-466-2832.
To accept this call, press 0.
Anybody
to
got
refuse
questions?
This call,
You can ask
hang
your
up
questions.
Or press 1. To prevent calls from this facility, press. Your current balance is $13.40. This call is from a correction facility and is subject to monitoring and recording.
Thank you for using GTL.
Yo, Joe, I'm here, baby.
Oh, okay, I'm here too.
Okay. Yeah. So this is basically okay. Now, as I was saying, he promised you a Cadillac car and $10,000, correct? That's what was.
The thing was, after she was dead, after we loaded up her body, he says, "I'm going to give you $8,000 and I'm going to give you a Cadillac, and then you will be followed on top of that."
Okay. Wow.
I didn't get neither one.
Wow, because you were finna get killed.
That's right. I was going to get killed. That's why he was going to set me up.
Right. Hold on one second. Yes, Annabelle, Bob Bashara was in the room. He held the gun on Joe Gentz and made Joe Gentz kill his wife. It's in the beginning of the interview, so after this is over, you're going to have to go back and listen to the playback on that because he give you the full by play on everything that happened. Bob Bashara was there. He held him at gunpoint and made him step on his wife's neck. And mind you, he has a size 16 foot. So it was simple. Look at how small this woman was compared to that foot, on her neck. So there was an appeal process for Bob Bashara. And the appeal process came up pretty quick. And I followed that. So I came down to the courthouse and I got in and I happened to see what was going on in the court that day. And when you came in, you can tell that you were not trying to cooperate. You were very frustrated, and you looked like you were an angry man, and you was not giving them anything that they wanted. And also, I gathered that you feared Bob Bashara while he was sitting there because it was like you didn't want to look him in the eye and you really didn't want to say too much. Could you elaborate on your feelings when you was called back to testify?
Well, the thing is, when I was called back to testify, they promised me a lot of things, and they didn't give me what I was. My safety was number one. They didn't do that. They told me they were going to get me other stuff, and they didn't do it.
Right.
They said, "We got your best interest, Mr. Gentz. We got you covered. Don't worry about this." And when I found out, when I was in prison, when I was in Macomb County Prison, they did not do what they said they were going to do. And I said, "Fine, I'm not saying nothing no more. I'm done. You want them, you go get them yourself. Fuck you guys." And that's exactly what I told them. Excuse my rant.
No,
Excuse my language.
You can cuss. You can cuss here. This is Real World Podcast. You have freedom of speech to say what you want and cuss. Okay. Now, have any of the Bashara family, James family, or the kids, or anybody, have anyone tried to contact you and reach out to you at all?
No, they have not.
Okay. Now,
I wish they would, because I feel sorry. I feel sorry for the families that's involved. My family, her family, and the kids. I mean, there's a lot involved here, and I feel sorry for all of them.
Now, Mr. Gentz, let me ask you one question, okay? In the media, because I'm glad someone I have a observant audience and they paid attention to this case. In the media, they said this as well. Is it true that you have some type of a mental illness going on?
No, I do not have a mental. I am, be honest with you, I was in special ed all my life.
Okay.
Okay? That's where that came from.
Right, because the media put it out there that you have special, yeah.
Do I? Well, I'm not the brightest guy in the world.
Okay. Well, you're pretty smarter than this one guy that I know by the name of Brian St. John. You're much smarter than he is, even though you're in prison for what you did, but I would still say he's smarter than him. But, okay, so is there any chance of you getting an appeal and getting the time that they promised you? Because they have it in writing. It is in writing of 10 to 15 years. I mean, 5 to 10 years. So is there any way that your attorney's working on that to try to get you that time?
No, my attorneys, I haven't talked to no attorney. I gave Jeffrey Flagger a piece of paper, and he sent me back a piece of paper saying he can't help me deal with my problem. I did do that. I asked for Jeffrey Flagger just recently, and he wrote me back and says he can't help my case.
Is it that he just don't want to help the case because of the circumstances surrounding the case? That James Bashara?
I have no idea. I didn't talk to him on the phone. I just gave him a piece of paper what I had, and I gave it to him, and he wrote me back and said he's not interested in my case.
Right, because as I noticed, Jane Bashara, she was a marketing manager for Chemo Services, and that's an energy consulting testing company here in Detroit, and she also held a bachelor's and master's degree in business administration from Central Michigan University and the University of Detroit Mercy. So she was pretty well known in her community, and she was very educated, and just in the community period. So for this to happen, that was like pretty much a low blow for her, not only her family, but her work and her colleges and the community period.
Like I said, I feel sorry for all who's involved in this. I really am.
Right, and another one of my patients, one of my family members in the group audience, they said the media, they did put it out there that you only had an IQ of 67.
I don't know what my IQ is. I know it's low, but it ain't that low.
It ain't that low, goddammit. You know better than that. Okay. Now, let me just ask you, okay, right now, if you could say anything to the Bashara children, her son and her daughter, I'm going to give you the opportunity right now on my show to say what you have to say to them and, apology or whatever. Go ahead. The microphone is yours.
I feel sorry for James Bashara's kids. I really do. Bob Bashara was there. I'm letting you guys know right now. Bob Bashara was there. He let me inside the house. I mean, he had to go through the house to get to the garage, and the garage door was shut. So he opened up the door for me. And I am sorry for James Bashara's death. And I don't know what else to say.
Wow. Okay. Okay. That's all you wanted to say to him. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, when did you find out about Bob Bashara's sex dungeon? Because that blew the media up. The sex dungeon. Yes, it did. When did you find out about that?
I found out from the channel, whoever, the news people told me about it. I didn't know nothing about it. I know Jane Bashara's daughter. She saw him on the internet, I didn't know that, but that's what the media said. And he was in this SBM, whatever it is. He had a sex dungeon. He bought a house, and Rachel gave him a deadline.
Mm-hmm.
He says, I got to have this done. That's what he said. He had a deadline.
Right.
That deadline was on the 24th because 4 days later, they're moving into this house.
So he did buy a new house. That's true. He purchased a new house, so he was gonna move with his new.
Move Rachel and another woman in there, and 4 other women from out of state. That's what I know.
So Big Bobby Bashara, he was gonna be the new Hugh Hefner of the Grosse Pointe community.
That's it.
So he was gonna have 6 women. A total of 5 to 6 women living with him. Wow, that dirty motherfucker. So my understanding is why he just didn't leave his wife and gone on and fulfill these festivities or his.
I have no idea. I have no idea what the deal was on that. But all I know is that Rachel gave him a deadline, and Bobby Bashara forced me over to his house, and that's what happened.
So now, did you know any of these women or meet any of them? Did you?
No, I did not.
Okay. So now,
I didn't know nothing.
Okay.
I didn't know nothing about it.
What was conversation like with you and Bob Bashara when you guys may have been hanging out together, riding around or whatever? What was you guys' conversation like?
I didn't ride with him. I mean, I didn't really know him that well.
Okay. How did you meet him? How did you meet him?
I met him through Steve Furniture Guy. That's all. Steve.
Okay,
Furniture.
Okay, if I'm not mistaken, that's the one right there on Warren and
Houston and Whittier.
Oh, Houston and Whittier. That's Steve. Yeah. Because it was another guy that he knew off of Warren and Lakewood, if I'm not mistaken. Because he was on the media.
It.
Yeah, he was on the media. He spoke up on the media. Okay, so
right.
Okay, so basically the whole ploy was that Bob was looking for someone to kill his wife, and he was going to kill them, and he was just going to walk scot-free. But he didn't.
That's correct.
Right, but he didn't know how to shut the fuck up in so many words because he told the police to look into you. That's how the police got into you. He sent the police to your doorstep.
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, so technically, if he hadn't put the police on you, it is a possibility.
They would have never known anything.
Because you wasn't going to go to the police and tell on yourself, were you?
No.
Okay, and he would have got away with murder, and he would have lived his life, his best life. Wow.
I guess.
You guess. I don't see any. If a woman is giving you a deadline, I personally didn't see that working out at all. I just didn't. That's my point of view with it. Because that same woman, I think it was Rachel, she testified against him in court. So
that's right. That's correct.
Mm-hmm. And she got up there, cut the tears on, had the water flow going and everything, and she sold that shit to the jury and the prosecutor that she didn't have anything to do with it.
All I know is Bob Bashara went over to it. I mean, she was even afraid of Bob Bashara.
Okay, she was afraid of Big Bobby, badass Bobby Bashara. Now,
yeah.
Okay,
let's. She put a PPO on him.
Oh, she did? Okay.
Yeah, she did.
Wow. Now let's go back to the homicide scene, right? We at the homicide scene. You in the bedroom. You standing.
There was no bedroom. I was in the bedroom.
Oh, you wasn't in the bedroom. You were. What part of the house were you in again?
I was in the garage.
Oh, the garage.
It all happened in the garage.
Okay. He killed her in the garage. Well, you killed her in the garage. Okay.
That's correct.
When you had your...
We killed her.
Okay.
We killed her. Me and Bob. Bob had a gun on me. He told me to shut her up. Yes.
Right.
Right.
Yes, you guys both killed her. We both... Yeah. You said we... You're right. Both of you guys killed her. Now, when you had your foot on her neck, at any time did you hear her neck break?
I think so. I don't remember.
Yeah.
I think I did.
So you were afraid at that moment because what could have happened now if Bob Bashara was really thinking he could have shot you dead right there, and he would have got away with killing you. You killed his wife. He came in and caught you with your foot on her
Right,
neck.
that's exactly what I was afraid for my life right there because he had a gun. I mean, deliberately had a gun.
Wow. Yeah. Because he could have
killed me and then said I killed his wife, and then he would have been
free.
He would have got scot-free.
He would have been considered a hero in his community.
That's right. That's correct.
Wow. See, when you do dumb shit and don't think it through, that's what happened. That's what happened. So now, as you guys were after, like I say, after you said this was done, after you killed her, and you guys killed her, and you knew that she was dead, he came over to her body and said what to her body, her lifeless body?
I'm sorry, baby. I didn't mean to do it.
I'm sorry, baby.
And her breast was showing.
You have 1 minute remaining.
I got 1 minute remaining. I'm going to say this real quick.
Okay.
Her breast was showing, and he covered it back up and says, "I'm sorry, baby. I didn't mean to do it."
Was he crying or no? Just emotionless?
Yeah, it was over top of the body, and he's like, "I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do it."
And he wasn't crying.
No.
Wow. Dirty motherfucker. Do you want to...
I'll call you right back.
Yes, sir. Let's do this. Ladies and gentlemen, do you hear this? Do you hear this? This man killed this woman in cold blood because the husband had a gun on him. Did you hear him say he has a size 16 foot and he put his foot on her neck, broke her neck, ladies and gentlemen. He broke her neck. Yes, this is some sad shit. See, I'm trying something different, because I normally do recording my podcast without doing this live. I just, record it, then I edit it up and do the rest later. But I said I'm gonna do something different. I'm gonna treat you guys because you guys have been good to me. So I was gonna treat you to a live interview. Hello.
Hello, this is a prepaid call from
Joe.
An inmate at the Michigan Department of Corrections, Muskegon Correctional Facility. If you feel you are being victimized or extorted by this prisoner, please contact GTL Customer Service at 855-466-2832.
To accept this call, press 0. Your current balance is $10.72. This call is from a correction facility and is subject to monitoring and recording.
Thank you for using GTL.
Yes, sir, Mr. Gentz. We back. So
yeah, we are back.
Yes, the audience is this is some true crime shit right here, and I'm giving it to them. Okay. So just basically now you guys after he stood over and pulled his shirt down and said, "I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do this, baby." What did y'all wrap her up in something, or you guys just grabbed her and picked her up?
We picked her up and put her in the car.
Okay.
That's all we did.
Now, as you guys was putting her body in the car, what was his whole conversation and his whole demeanor while you guys was doing this?
All he wanted, after we put her body in the vehicle, he went into the house and grabbed the purse and started throwing everything around in the car.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's like, I don't know, he was an idiot.
Goddamn.
I mean, reality was he did it. I mean,
he did.
All I know.
He did it. There's no doubt about it. There's no way around it. If he told you to do it, and he put the gun up to you and told you better silence her and shut her up, he masterminded the murder of his wife. He masterminded it. He was
after I drove her body off.
Mm-hmm.
There was blood on the garage floor,
mm-hmm.
and Bob cleaned it up.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't do it. I knew there was blood on the garage floor, but Bob cleaned it up.
Now, where did the blood come from? Was this from her mouth and nose, or what?
Yeah, her mouth and nose. That's where it came from. Her nose.
Okay, cause she was her body was purging at that time. Cause like I used to work, I worked at the Wayne County Medical Examiner's office before, so I know a little bit about it. Her body was purging. That was bodily fluids coming out of her mouth and nose.
Right. That's right. And that was in the garage floor.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
And that's when he says, "I'm sorry, baby, I didn't mean to do it."
But he was very emotionless. He didn't have no emotion at all. And he said, "I'm sorry, baby, I didn't mean to do this." That's it. This guy's a fucking moron. Wow. But he what it was is Bob was a person of interest. Like Annabelle, she went and did some hellified reading because she just, goddamn it, she know this case right now and she didn't know jack shit about it, but goddamn it, she knows all about it. Like she say, Bob was an interest from the beginning. So he had to give you them. He had to give them to you to them. He had to try to get off of the radar and put everything on you because
right, to get the police off his back. Mm-hmm. He sent them to me.
Wow.
And that's when I told him everything. And that's when I was promised everything. I promised TV. I promised food. I was promised money. I didn't get none of it.
Now, who promised? How much money were you promised? Was this money from the police or the money from?
Yeah, they said they were going to buy me secure packs and everything.
Right. So let's go back because someone just
secure pack's $100. I don't even have that. I don't even have a TV.
Okay, so in the care pack, that's what comes with the care pack. Is the TV comes with it or not?
No. The TV don't come with the secure pack. The secure pack has got food, coffee, whatever you need.
Okay.
That's what the police department said. I make sure you're taken care of. You get your own room and everything.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add Mr. Gentz prison information into the description here. And if any of you guys want to donate a couple dollars to his books or anything, or go through you can go through JPay. And if you want to donate him any money to put on his account, he will be more than happy to do that. You guys can do it directly yourself, so you won't have to go through no third party to put no money in nobody's hands. It'll go directly through the jail, or you can mail it to the jail. It's totally up to you guys after this interview.
They can call it in. They can call it in.
Oh, they can call it in? Okay.
Yeah, they can call it in. I don't know. It's 1-800-something JP.
Okay, well,
I don't know exactly what the whole information is, but they can do that.
All they're gonna need is just your name and your inmate number. That's all they're gonna need. Okay.
They need my name and number.
Yeah, that's your
inmate number is 863-291.
Say that inmate number again.
My inmate number is 863-291.
Okay, we got it. Now once it
086. Hold on. 863-291.
Okay, that's the inmate number. Okay. Now, Mr. Gentz, what really just tell us to your best ability. Okay, someone said what led up to all this, and you said he had a deadline of the 24th to leave his wife and to be with the other women. Is that correct? That's what you're saying.
That
right?
is correct.
Okay.
That is correct, because he did buy another house. I mean, I didn't know nothing about the house till the media said it. Then I said, he gave himself a deadline.
Right.
And that's what he told me when I went over there. I got a deadline. I got to keep.
Wow. So basically, Rachel and these other women knew about his wife, so they just as guilty. Rachel was just as guilty of this, even though she didn't have anything directly to do with the murder, but she pressured this man with a deadline. So could we at least, we gotta say she's just as guilty because she knew about the wife and gave him a deadline.
Right, he had a deadline. She gave him a deadline.
Son of a bitch. Oh, wow. And he was in real estate. Yes, he had a lot of properties. Now, did you know that his sex dungeon that he had over there on Mac, they tore that down. It's no longer there anymore. They tore it down. It's gone.
They tore it down.
Yeah.
They tore down the bar.
Yes, it's gone. I think the bar is tore down. They tore that down and they rebuilt something over it, but it's gone. It's not the old building anymore.
It's not.
Wow.
That was news to me. I didn't know that.
Yes, it's gone.
Well, I know he owned. I know he owned the property. I know he owned.
So
I know he owned a lot.
right. So is it safe to say he was worth a few $1 million? He was not broke at all. He wasn't broke.
No, he had money.
Plenty money.
She, way I understand it, Jane Bashara had the money. Bob had money too.
Right.
But how much money, I have no idea. All I know is over $1 million.
Mm-hmm. They had over $1 million. Yes, the house itself is listed at about $3 million, if I'm not mistaken.
And I don't know how much the other house was worth, what he bought. Him and Rachel bought the house.
So, is it safe to say that Rachel now has possession of that home, or is
I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know who has possession of that house that they bought.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay. That's crazy. It's wow. You know, Mr. Gentz, this is I feel sorry for the situation that you're in. What is your relationship with your family right now? What is that like?
I talk to my daughter all the time, but my mom won't even talk to me. My one brother don't talk to me. My sisters don't talk to me at all.
Wow. Is it that they're mad at the situation that you put yourself
I don't know.
in?
I talk to my brother. I talk to my one brother all the time.
Right. You talk to
and he's cool. Him and I have a relationship. He knows I got railroaded.
Right. So,
but he don't know how far railroad I got.
Right. So explain to everybody. No. Explain to everybody how you. My granddaughter is here. You gotta go. Explain the railroad situation.
Explain the railroad. Well, by the Grosse Pointe Police Department. I got railroaded by the Grosse Pointe Police Department because they says, "Oh, we make sure you get to see your family and stuff." And I'm on the other side of the state right now.
Right.
I'm at Muskegon Correctional Facility.
Right. So
that's where I'm at.
Okay, so how old is your daughter, Mr. Gentz? How old is she?
She's 18.
She's 18.
She just turned 18.
Just turned 18. How does she feel about all of this right now? How old was she, first of all, when this happened? When all this happened, how old was she?
She was young. She was 10 years old, I think, 10, 11.
Right. So technically,
but me and her have a good relationship.
Right. So technically,
she understands that. She knows where I'm at.
So technically, you've been gone for about 8 years now, right? It'll be 8 years this year.
That's correct.
And you got 18 years. Is it 18 years? So you got 10 more years to go. So basically, you got a flat 8.
I got 9 to go.
Oh, 9.
I got 9 to go.
9 more. Okay. My fault. Okay. So you got a flat. How many years you got? Just a flat? No, there's a flat, or you got 18-2.
That was supposed to be a flat.
Okay.
There was no. That's supposed to be a flat 10 to whatever. Then they switched to 17 to 28.
17.
That's supposed to be flat out whatever, but they screwed me around.
17 to 20.
They lied to me.
Okay.
They lied to me.
So in prison, do you have any tickets or anything? Have you got?
No, I do not have any tickets.
Okay, so basically, are you attending any of the programs that try to help you get out early, or not?
Well, I'm in. Well, right now there ain't nothing going on, but I was involved in a bunch of stuff at Macomb.
Right.
I was in programs, and I'm doing programs here, but they only I'm too far. I'm too far along. I mean, I got a long ways to go before my out date.
9 years is right around the corner, brother. It's a blink of an eye. It'll be here and gone. Did you do an appeal?
No, I tried to appeal, and this is another thing. I did my appeal. I had Bob Bashara as a lawyer.
Whoa, wait a minute. Hold on. You had his lawyer during your appeal.
That's correct.
That shouldn't have even been possible.
That should have never came up.
That's a
that should have
conflict.
never came up, but I did.
Conflict of interest.
That's right. That's correct.
And the state allowed this to still happen?
They allowed it to happen.
So has anyone helping you do any paperwork to try to get that?
Get back in? No.
Yeah.
I'm looking for people to help me out, get me back in the court. So I can have my. I shouldn't be here.
Right, you shouldn't. So let me ask you. So is other inmates afraid to help you because they don't want to be associated with you, or they just
I got a lot of inmates that don't want nothing to do with me because of my case.
Right. So you pretty much a loner. You by yourself.
I am. I'm by myself all the time.
Wow, that's sad.
They think I'm a rat. I got people think I'm a rat in here, and being a rat in here is not good.
No, not in prison. No, being a rat is not good. That they would cut your tongue out in there, slit your.
That's exactly what I got. People right now. Like I said, I'm supposed to have my own room and supposed to have money in. Like I said, I'm supposed to have money in my account and everything, and they didn't do it.
Wow, this is horrible.
You have
This is what I'm going to do.
minute remaining.
I got 1 minute remaining.
Okay, you can call back, brother. You can call back.
I'll call you right back.
Okay. Family, I am a fair man. I am a very fair man, and I did say I want to do something for somebody, and I want to thank the ladies who sent donations over last night. Let me let me call out your names. I'm just gonna call out the first name only. And I'm gonna thank you ladies for the donations, because you know I didn't ask for them, you gave them. I want to thank Kim and I want to thank Tammy. I want to thank both of you guys for donating last night. Family, what I want to do is I did say I want to help people with the donations that you give me, and I want to be able to provide receipts. And I feel kind of sorry for this man.
Hello, this is a prepaid call from
Joe.
An inmate at the Michigan Department of Corrections, Muskegon Correctional Facility. If you feel you are being victimized or extorted by this prisoner, please contact GTL customer service at 855.
Yes, he killed a woman, and he should be there.
2832.
But did he do it on his
accept this
own?
call, press 0. To refuse this call, hang up or press 1. Your current balance is $8.03. This call is from a correction facility and is subject to monitoring and recording.
But People's 212.
Thank you for using GTL.
People's 212. Hold on a second. What part you didn't understand? I'm not defending no one. I want you to just think about it. If someone got a gun up to you and they done pulled that trigger back, that hammer back, and they tell you, "I'm gonna kill you if you don't shut her up," are you ready to die? I'm just saying. So, what I want to do is, Mr. Gentz.
Yes, sir.
I want to put a few dollars on your books. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fair man, and you know it's not going to be much, but it's going to be something, so you can get you a few things, and that's going to be compliment. That's going to be just coming from the family, the Real World Podcast family. Because, I have a thing where they donate, and the money is not for me. It's going to be to help people, and I want to provide receipts to show that anything that I've gotten as far as any donation, I don't benefit from it, that I do something with it for someone. So I want to do something for you, and I'm gonna, put some money on your books, and I'm gonna put a little something on there so you can get you a little something. I'm quite sure that like $25, $30 or something like that, it will help you. It will help you in there. You know what I'm saying? It will help you. It's better than nothing. So you'll be able to get you a little
That's
something.
correct.
And you'll be able to get you a little something. And that comes from my family here. The family donated
Thank
it.
you.
You're more than
Thank
welcome.
you.
You're more than welcome. And what I appreciate, because not we're gonna say this. You're not an innocent man by no means.
No, I'm not innocent. I'm not saying I'm innocent.
No.
I'm just saying
We know
I
that.
got railroaded by the Grosse Pointe Police Department and the Detroit detectives.
Right. They railroaded you on a deal, but do you admit to the guilt and admit that you know that you?
I do admit
took it?
I'm not saying I'm innocent. I'm
Right.
just saying that I got railroaded by them
Mm-hmm.
because they promised me a bunch of stuff and they didn't do it.
Right.
And that's why I was pissed off at them, and I'm still pissed off at them.
Right.
And then they gave me a lawyer when I did my appeal. They gave me his attorney
Most
to
definitely.
do my appeal.
You're right, brother. This is
How screwed up is this case? It's really screwed up.
it's seriously screwed. It really is screwed up. Yes, it is. And I want to take some calls, but I don't think that's gonna work, because if I click over and click back over, I'm quite sure the phone is going to hang up, because we can't do three-way calls. So I'm gonna take calls from the audience after this is over with. So Mr. Gentz, is there anything else you would like to say to anybody, or like to get out here that you would like to say to your family? Because I'm quite sure they're gonna hear this, because your name alone, they're gonna see this and they're gonna pick up and they're gonna watch this. So is there anything you would like to say to your family?
To what family? Her family?
No,
I'm sorry.
not her family. Your family, your mother, your brothers.
Yeah, my family. I feel sorry for my family because my family don't even want to talk to me. I mean, they're like, they disown me.
They disown you. Wow.
Basically, my mom won't even take my phone. I call my mom's house, and she won't even pick up the phone and talk to me. I call my mom's house. My sister lives there. I got an older sister. She don't even talk to me.
Wow.
And I got a brother, and he don't talk to me. I got one brother that talks to me, and that's it.
Wow. So, like, when you do your daughter, does she stay with your mother or your sisters? Or
My daughter stays with my mom. And the only way I can talk to my daughter is calling her cell phone. I have to put money on my behalf to call her to talk to her.
Wow, that's deep. Because you gotta look at it. Your case was a worldwide case. It went all around the world. This was a big case.
I know it's been around the world. It's been on Dateline. It's been on CNN, Good Morning America. It's been on everything.
Yes, sir. Your face.
It's even on Dead You Riches.
Have you since prison? Have you done another interview with anybody, or this is the first interview you done from prison?
This is the first interview I done with prison.
Okay.
You're the first one.
Okay.
Nobody else has got to me.
No one. But I am lucky to have gotten to you. Because like I said, you had your side of the truth. And we thank you for telling your truth, Mr. Gentz. We thank you. So this is what I'm going to do, Mr. Gentz, because I'm going to end the interview. We done touched down on everything. But you do have my number. You can give me a call tomorrow or later on the day, and we can chop it up. But I'm going to put the money on your books today, sir, so you can have a little something, okay?
All right, thank you.
You're more than welcome. Don't thank me.
I appreciate it.
Thank the family. Just say thank you to the Real World Podcast family.
Thank you, Real World. I really appreciate it.
Okay, my brother.
Thank you.
You have a great day.
All right.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Bye.
Do anybody want to call in? Do anybody want to call in and, address their thoughts of what they just heard or their feelings about what they heard? By no means we're saying that this man is not guilty. He's not even saying he's not guilty. He has owned up to his crime and taking responsibility for what he has done in his crime. But am I wrong for wanting to help this man? I mean, am I wrong for just wanting, because he has nobody. We're going to say no one can put you in jail but you. Only you can put you in jail. No one else can put you there but yourself. But Bob Bashara took advantage of this man. This man has an IQ of what, 67? You hear how he talks. He talked like a baby still. This man was, feared for his life. So, for us helping him, because it's your guys' donations. So I'm not just only helping him, you guys are helping him as well. So, am I wrong? Talk to me. I want you guys to call in and talk to me. Hello?
Call from.
Yeah, big.
To accept, press 1. To goodbye.
Whoever he hung up, he guess he'll call back. Am I wrong for wanting to help the brother, ladies and gentlemen? I mean, thank you all. I got some more interviews under my belt that's coming, ladies and gentlemen. I got more, and you guys are gonna love them. Yeah, I mean, no. Let's just say this, right? He is guilty. He killed the woman. He stepped on the woman's neck. He did it. He has no support. So, you gotta look at, he's doing this time by himself. He's been in prison now for 8 years. Going on 8 years this year. He's been there alone, and his daughter is 18. His mother won't talk to him. His brother won't talk to him. His sisters won't talk to him. The only person he can talk to is his daughter when he scram up money to put it on his books. You heard this man say no one in prison is fucking with him because he is a rat. What he did is he is a rat. He is a rat. But hold on, let's just be real here, right? How could he be a rat when Bob Bashara is the one who sent the police to him? The police wouldn't have even knew about this man. Bob Bashara would have got away with murder if Bob Bashara did not send the cops to this man's home. Bob Bashara is the main corporate here. He should, he deserved to be in prison for the rest of his life. He deserved to be there for the rest of his life. But Bob Bashara is at fault for helping this man to throw his life away. So, if I upset some people because I put a couple dollars, which is $20 to $25 on this man's books, I'm sorry if I offend you. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. Everybody needs some help sometime, ladies and gentlemen. I did time before, and I've seen those dudes in there that didn't have nothing. They didn't have no family. They didn't have no friends. When they were on the outsides, they were superstars. But when you get behind those bars, if you don't have a strong family support and you don't have a strong friendship support going on outside, you're doing that time by yourself. All your friends who you thought were your friends, gone. None of them is writing you. None of them is coming to see you. Remember them girls you thought was your girlfriends? Gone. They out screwing another man. They're not thinking about you when you behind bars. You're doing time by yourself. You're doing that time by yourself. It was times I had to give people stuff because they didn't have anything. All they could eat was what they got in the morning for breakfast, what they got for lunch, and what they got for dinner. That was it. They might hide an apple here or orange there or a donut, if they gave you pastries that day for lunch or for dessert or something, and they would hide that, right? The basic needs that they would get is the state-issued soap, the state-issued shampoo, the state-issued combs, you know what I'm saying? And, the state issued socks, state issued drawers, and that was it. So this is what this man has to work with, the bare necessities. You know what I'm saying? He just got the bare. So no, we're not trying to get a man $1 million or $1,000 on his books or nothing like that. You know, buy him a couple soups or something. You know what I'm saying? Or buy him some Kool-Aid or something. You know, something like that. You know, or money on the phone so he can call his daughter more, or give him some electric stamps so he can write his daughter more. You know what I'm saying? The man he has no one. But Bob Bashara is a millionaire. Mind you, he is a millionaire and they did not confiscate none of his money. So he still has millions, so he's taken care of. He has money put on his books. His books is fat until the day he die. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, the donations that I always receive, I want to be able to say, look, here's receipts of what I did with your money. I didn't go buy me no weed. I didn't go buy no alcohol. I didn't go buy this. I didn't go buy that. Well, put it back in the community and help people. You know what I'm saying? So, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you guys for even tuning in to watch this interview. I truly appreciate you. And whose wrench did I take? Did I take whose wrench? Dumpy Dump is gone. Let's just say that. She's no longer a part of this family. She doesn't have a wrench. I took that wrench immediately last night after I found out the foolery that was going on. The wrench is gone. To be honest with you, I don't. Let's just call it. Let's call a ace, a spade, a spade. Didn't no police or CPS go to Brian's house. We just gonna let's be real. Let's come on. I want you all to think about this. Think about this. Why Brian is always in the business of one-upping someone, right? He's in the business of one-upping the next man. So do you honestly think if CPS and the police have came to his home, you honestly think he wouldn't have filmed that shit to outshow Laura? They said, look what happened to me. Look what happened to me. It didn't happen, ladies and gentlemen. The shit didn't happen. Shit is not adding up. It's not adding up with this situation at all. The shit just is not adding up. And that's all I'm going to say on it, you know, because I'm moving on from the Dumpy Dump situation. She was filed in the motherfucker. Anybody that wants the text messages, I give them to everybody so everybody can see them they goddamn selves. There's nothing to hide. There's nothing to edit out. So I will give the text messages to anybody who wants a copy of them. I will give them to them. Hands down. That's what I would do. I'm going to give them to Laura. Laura's going to, you know, break them down for you guys. I don't mind giving these text messages away because guess what? There is nothing to hide. When you look in these text messages, you will see I was not even communicating with her. After the motherfucker told me to front her some cash because she needed to get home monitors, cameras for her home. I'm like, this bitch out of mine. Let me quit fucking with this motherfucker. So I instantly just cut off. Wasn't answering none of her text messages, wasn't answering anything. The reason why Jersey D called makeup mobster Mo was because this dumb bunny went and told Jersey Deep that I put the stamp on it and I said that she was a mole and an attacker, right? So Jersey Deep was calling me, but they was calling from her phone, you know what I'm saying, on three-way, and I was not answering her phone calls. I was avoiding her, right? So Jersey D, by her saying, yeah, Rail said do this, Rail said do that, right? That made it, I guess, he did what he did, but he apologized and he know that I didn't get the stamp on that.
Yeah, agree.
To accept.
What up, brother?
Hey, what's good, my nigga?
You the man?
Man, that shit right there was a trail. I just got finished listening to it.
Wow. What do you think about this man putting his foot on this woman's neck and breaking it?
Man, that's crazy shit. and shit. He deserves what he did.
Most definitely. We're not disputing that. He deserved every day that he gets in there. He deserved that. He's a rat.
Right.
He cooperated with the police. He is a rat. So he gotta take that. He gotta take that. You know, but at
he got that jacket.
Right, he got that jacket, but at the same time, when do we as criminals or ex-criminals, we start thinking like, wait a minute, when do we change the rules? Well, the guy sent the police to him. So does that make that guy a rat as well? Because he put the police on him.
Hell yeah. That make him a rat too.
Mm-hmm. Right. So, you know, it's a crazy situation, man. This shit is crazy. It's stupid crazy. You know.
Hell yeah.
Real talk.
Hell yeah. That's real crazy, man.
Did you hear?
I did that.
Did you hear it from the beginning, from when he first started talking?
No, see, I was just washing dishes. I'm like, and I seen it because I always get notifications. I'm like, let me check this out. So it's a whole lot that I missed.
Well, when it's over, you need to go back and check it out from the beginning, brother, for real.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Well, thanks for calling in, brother, and I appreciate you calling.
Hey, what's when that Eric Holder shit gonna be gone? You doing that?
I'm waiting on Eric Holder to do whatever he's doing. He's going through trial. I don't see why he's going to trial because it's an open and shut case, but I don't, hey, that's his situation. All I can do is wait. And, you know, when he's done, I got that coming. That's plain and simple,
and like
brother.
I was telling you, like, yeah, I'm the one that, I really knew the nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when he was a little kid and everything. Like, he was a little off kid, like, you know, always angry and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Always bitter. But his moms had died like that December.
Right. Okay.
You know?
Right.
And like his dad and grandpa had money. That's why people was like, how he get that lawyer's money?
Mm-hmm.
Well, his dad got money. His grandpa got money.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You know, his dad's from 60 Crip.
Right. Well, hey, we gonna talk about that when it get to that interview. Right now, we on this interview, and I thank you, brother, for calling in.
Right.
All right, my brother.
Thanks, bro.
All right, fam.
All right, dude.
Yeah, he was easily influenced due to his low IQ level. You gotta look at it. The man told him, "I'm going to kill you." You know what I'm saying? He got him to the house, pulled a gun on him, and told him to shut her up. And cocked the hammer back on that gun, right? So this guy, he feared for his life. So why wouldn't he finish the job? That he did, he finished the job. So you know, the husband, all of this happened because of the husband. And we cannot deviate from that. We cannot deviate from that. Because he did. He did it. Like I said, well, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who just comment, y'all check the playback, and I'm gone. I'll see you guys tonight and when I finish my destruction path. Peace and love, everybody. I'm out of here.